Look at that.
He wasn't thinking that.
Yeah, wasn't thinking that it would start off small.
Welcome to Louisiana Gardening Family. Today we're doing y'all a tour in our garden, what's going on, what is growing, and we are in our we call it orchard.
Orchard. Yeah, let's stop by our surviving citrus that actually was one of our only comfrey plants.
And it grow like.
Yeah, we need to do some. They call it chop and drop. Huh?
Separate it, can you?
Yeah, but it's so close to that root ball. I don't know.
And we had persimmon. Our persimmon is doing good. Oh, look! Wow! It got a persimmon.
We're gonna have one persimmon this year, maybe. Let me see that. Cool.
Wow! It looks like a leaves. You can even barely see it. we got
two persimmon trees. So.
I don't want over there.
Yeah.
And we get our low-cut Japanese plum.
She actually planted this from seed, so it hasn't fruited yet, but it is growing pretty well.
It's taller than me now. And I don't know what happened to
that's a grapefruit. I told Land Farmer that we was gonna move this thing. I don't know. I better do something. I just don't be having the time too much, but
and mostly like just apples. We got like about 6 apples.
Yeah. Let's look at the satsuma that's doing well.
This is my favorite though.
Oh, I forgot about the little garden we planted. So we just planted this about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And the rain has done well and watered it in good. So I think we have some butternut squash. What else? Eggplants.
Peppers all the way up. Peppers. Yeah. They get this a ghost pepper.
Yeah.
And then the rest is just yellow bell pepper.
And we have some okra that I just planted 2 days ago?
Yes.
Something like that.
And this is the satsuma and got a lot of fruit.
Yeah. Good producer. The ones that you can see, they're dead. The ones that are dying, but the rest of them are starting to put on pretty good size, so we should get something out of it. All right, so we got a few more trees, but mostly this is just the orchard, and that's when we started. That's all we really wanted to put out here, but we started putting some gardening, some little rows in until the trees kind of grow up to shade it out. We wanted to use the space in between the rows. So next, let's go to our raised beds in front of the house. Be right back. All right, so here we're just a few paces over, maybe about 30 feet from our orchard, our little fruit orchard. And here we got a few more beds from Mr. Guillory at Guillory's Louisiana Homestead. And we got about $80 worth of soil from our local soil place. And in these beds, it's actually leaves, about 6 inches full of leaves.
And some like branches, like trees from plants.
And trees. Just all the regular stuff, a little fertilizer.
And blueberries is starting to ripen. We have lot on this one. I just picked some the other day for the kids. And this one is like the kind of blueberries which like big. We never put no. We did like
just the fish fertilizer, but we don't put much. We barely even water, because I've heard that hose pipe water actually
kills them.
Yeah, kind of makes them not look so good. So we just let the rain water it. We haven't did any pruning. I might start pruning maybe next year. Prune some of these down a little bit so they can get some new growth off of them. But we haven't did any pruning yet either.
My children loves them, like really. They like blueberries.
And you got to eat.
And we got our raised bed, and we're waiting for
this is our oldest raised bed too.
We're waiting for these lettuce to start go to seeds, but I think they already some of them already.
That's a lot of seeds. These are, I think, they're called the Paris Island, right?
Yes.
So we got a lot of seeds, so we won't have to buy these anymore. I actually got a good idea. Buy the high tunnel on the outsides of them. If not next year, year after that, I want to be able to take these seeds and broadcast them like down the sides of the high tunnel, and we can kind of have some lettuce growing on the outside for ourselves, for our chickens and our rabbits. Hopefully we're going to get some more rabbits. So.
And with that, kale just came out by itself. It's like, what do you call this? Purple kale?
Red Russian kale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And limes. We get this
lime.
Get some limes. It's the thornless key lime. We got few that's coming out. We got 1, 2. Hey, we got this for clearance.
Yeah, that was. And we just up potted it too. I think it came in a 5 gallon. I think that's like a 12-gallon pot. So and that was cool.
This is the other rate.
Yeah, the newest bed. One of the newest ones. Yeah. We filled this one up exactly the same time as the one that's right over there behind Belle's. So I put a little fertilizer in it, but that's it.
I started planting okra and cucumber on it.
Yeah, because that's what we had left, and it was like we needed somewhere to plant it, and we was like, why not? And I got some more potatoes too that we're gonna throw in these beds while we're not using them.
This the I forgot the name of this lemon. Mayor lemon? No.
They variegated pink lemon.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna get rid of this thing this year because it wasn't doing anything. They had one leaf on it at one time. And when I started telling it that it was about to
start blooming,
not make the cut, it started blooming.
And I think that's a
lime.
This is a Persian
lime, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a Persian lime, and they get like few too. Cool. Look at this slug.
Oh, because it fell. They get slugs when they fall down. But we got a few limes on them.
Yep. It's beautiful, and some more coming out from it.
Cool. And we got our favorite kids.
This is their breakfast every day.
Our favorite kids toy that we told them, don't break it, don't break it, don't break it, and they broke it. Of course, kids. And so we took it
and make it a strawberry planter.
Yeah. So, and we're starting to get some. Well, Ben getting some strawberries up in there.
This one got one. Look. I found one that's red.
So about every day you get about
3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4, and it's just in this little small thing. So I like it. And this is like this thing has Malabar seeds all in it as well.
It's growing all over the place, and they is very cool. Malabar is so good.
Yeah, so the Malabar comes up every year. The strawberries tend to, sometimes they start to send out these little runners through here, and we get pots and we put the little runners in pots, and then we transplant them to somewhere else.
And we had
another grapefruit. That's yellow one.
I don't know why I think they have to repot it and put it in a bigger.
Yeah, because it's drying out so fast. Yes. Doesn't like it there. So let's go in front of the house right here.
We get our tropical.
Yeah. Casa Valin.
We got like about 7 here.
You can't see it. Every now and then I get some. I come out and
like 8.
Not weedy, but I come out and somebody tried to kick us.
Kick it with a ball.
This looks cool now because you can kind of see the little flowers in it. But in what, about 5 more months?
Yep.
It's gonna be amazing how beautiful it's gonna look in this little spot in front of the house. So
they're gonna be tall, and the leaves gonna be a necklace.
Yeah.
For the kids, they like that.
Yeah. So let's go by our container garden and show them some of the stuff we got over there. 1 second.
So this is the raised bed where we plant the seed
tape, carrot seed tape, and beet seed tape.
And like, dude, this is a 100% success. And we got lemon balm. This asparagus, he just planted this like a month ago.
Yeah.
And so then they just came.
Look like I'm seeing some turmeric or ginger down there at the back too.
Yeah.
That I planted.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to actually be our asparagus, turmeric, and gingerbread. And you'll see some of them.
Wanna see show this?
Yeah, I'm gonna show it. What is this out there? Is this turmeric or ginger? Turmeric. Gotta ask the boss, cause the boss knows. Let's pull out some of these.
Look at that, how beautiful that is. Let's try one.
Let's get in there.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow. This is my favorite thing to eat.
Kids too. Our kids love.
Oh, I'll pull two of them.
Let's pull some out. Let's see some sizes. So the sizes are just like in the seed tape, and we actually been holding off eating these so we could do a video to show you all how nice they look.
It's beautiful.
Let's try.
And we're trying the beets.
Let's try some of those beets. Everybody that watch our channel consistently saw us planting these things, so
Oh, this one got smokers.
it's close together. So that's the thing about the seed tape.
Oh, look at that.
You just never know which ones.
Wait. This one is B. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, Mr. Blunt. They was too close to each other.
Anybody ever had
Oh, look that one, baby.
beet juice? Add some apple to it because it tastes like
Dirt.
dirt. But add some apple or something sweet, orange or something to it.
But they are very nutritious.
Yeah, and you can juice everything from the leaves, the stems, to the roots. Here's also, this is gonna take a while. Here's also our
Asparagus.
no, out there, figs that we actually, you saw us air layer. She's looking at something else. We got a little bit of stuff everywhere. Her eyes have caught the blackberry vine.
My son loved this, you know that. He loved this very much. I'm just scared to send him over here because he got thorn on it.
Cool.
We got some on that the other day.
So we do have figs, and we have a subscriber that actually sent us some fig cuttings from Hawaii, and it's a Kadota fig, she said. Yeah, we thought it was close to our name, and I was like, yeah, it has to be sent from up above because it's so close to our name.
And we got a new avocado coming out.
Straight out of compost, Mr. Led. New avocado.
I got like bitter melon that's just come from the compost too. I don't know where it come from, but never thrown. I don't know where that thing is.
So if you can't see, this is our compost bed. So we kind of been composting in place. We're not doing any turning anymore. Once stuff started growing out of this thing, we just start throwing the compost in on top. May be a good thing, may not be, but I don't know.
Got cassava growing over there. And this is the cassava that's in the bucket.
Yeah, and we did this in these same buckets last year, so we decided let's do it again this year along with the ones that we got in the ground. And also we have some Malabar and
watermelon. The watermelon doing good on it.
Yeah, we just gonna let it kind of hang over the side. The lettuce we've actually been feeding it to
the
rabbit. We have some Kuala and also our cassava as well. So we're gonna have a lot of cuttings this year. So hopefully we be blessed to share this with some of Beverly's friends.
Yep. And I'll be making the cake and they be eating that.
Yeah.
You know, like, I just made some from last year's harvest. We still got some in the freezer, so I just did that yesterday and bring it to the party.
I was wondering where you had got that cassava from. I'm like, she didn't go to the store and buy that.
No, that was
so that's the one we had from last year. Okay, cool. Here's our container platforms that we started with one. We actually just built this one that Beverly's in front of. But I mean, you can't beat this thing. how it is. And we actually, these are some of the cuttings that we just did that we got from Mr. Guillory.
And we got, look how nice that bay leaf looking right now.
Yeah.
I've decided I'm going to do another, like some more cuttings, but it take a long time.
Yeah,
Like,
it took us a year. Let's show them
ooh, that
over
one.
here. It took a year for this thing. We didn't use no rooting hormone. Look, it's right here to the back. We didn't use any rooting hormone, and it took a year
to come out, finally come out.
That was crazy.
It wasn't doing nothing until spring come, and then it started growing.
And we did that last May, so it took until like this March it started putting on leaves. So
this is cool.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot more of those. If you never had a bay tree, you gotta get one of those.
And we got our miracle berry
yeah.
out here, and look, it's pretty.
Everybody knows this is my baby. This is the video that we put must have plant of 2019.
You gotta go all the way over here.
Oh, I didn't see all of those.
I might take one with me.
Yeah. Hey, because if you take it, you know you can plant it out there.
Yes, I'm gonna share it, like give it to daddy and let daddy taste it with some lemons and stuff, and then I'm gonna do a review, like.
Cool. And then plant it. Remember, because within 2 days you can plant it. 2-3 days you can plant it, and it will grow, especially in the Philippines. Let's check out under the oak tree
what we have in over there.
Oh no, we forgot. We do have
some more raised beds.
we got crazy raised beds this guy has been blessing us with, man.
We thank him for this raised bed.
Yeah, and we're gonna use them. So you see, we end up getting enough to fill 3 of them, and we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left to get filled.
This is our, like, it's supposed to be a starter of beds. Seed starter bed, but it turned out to tomatoes, potatoes, and we still got some pigeon peas that come from Hawaii.
We got the green beans.
Green beans, and we had that roselle.
The one roselle, man. I'm scared to transplant this thing. Everybody knew I said I wanted to put this roselle in the high tunnel. I'm scared to transplant it because I don't know what it's gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what to do, and that's the only one we have.
Right.
So
I might be keep it over the. I think it's not doing anything. Like, just keep it.
I don't know. Let's go check out the we're trying to start a food forest, so let's go check out under the tree, and we're gonna tell y'all what we're trying to do there. All right, so it's kind of dark under here, but if you don't know, this is the oak tree. So what we're doing now is we're gonna start doing our layers, with the oak tree being our canopy layer, and now we're coming in with our fruit trees. Mostly under here is gonna be all citrus. So this is a grapefruit.
And it is doing good under the oak tree more than the one that's out there. We got these.
This is a lemon.
Lemon? Yeah, there's a Mayer lemon.
And you can see the color. You see how dark the colors are? And this one, I'm gonna take it out of the pot. I think I'm gonna, because I never took this one in at all this whole winter, because I wanted to see what it would do. And it's actually done quite well. This year, I don't really see but maybe a few little fruits. What happened with this one is it was loaded with fruits, and we got a few storms. Remember that? We got those wind storms, and we came out one day and everything was all over the ground. So that's what happened with this one. This one would have produced for us. This is going to be our next. We brought this under here as well, a blueberry bush, and that one's going to go once our citrus get high enough. That's going to be our next layer under our citrus tree. So that's going to give us that 3 layers, and then we're going to get some strawberries,
some more blackberries.
That's going to be like 4 layers.
Blackberry
was carrots
and what else?
And beets. Yeah, that makes a layer, so that's 5. What else makes a layer? I don't know. It's 7 layers to a food forest, so we've been kind of planning out. Oh yeah, perennials, like having the comfrey, things like that, right? Lemongrass, that's gonna make a layer. Let's go through here.
And this is it.
So we're coming to the back toward the high tunnel. And we're coming up, we're gonna show y'all a pear tree and what it's doing.
The squirrel already
Uh-oh.
knocking them down.
Oh, look at this one.
Look at this big one.
These are just dropping. We can throw that to the chickens though.
Over here?
Maybe, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Check this out. This thing kind of has pears hanging all off the bottom. Last year we had to do those videos or we had to reach way up and go get them, but this year God has put some super close to us. Look at that. Yeah. We do love pear juice, so we were blessed with these trees. We didn't have to even plant these trees, so these trees were a blessing to us.
Hey, Mr. Chicken, Miss Chicken.
We do have our chickens over there that are chilling. We're gonna show y'all 2 more things, right? Well, 3 more. There goes our banana.
And now we're going to our
This is our first year watermelon mound. I wanted to do a separate video on this. I'm probably still gonna do a separate video on this. I just don't have the time, so this is your first time even seeing this. We talked about this all last year. This is all of that soil that we moved out of that high tunnel, and this is what we did with it. We put it up in a mound and we decided to try to grow some watermelon. So we have cute cantaloupes.
Watermelon, cantaloupe.
So all these on this side are all cantaloupes.
And this is our watermelon patch.
And these
are
are
somewhere over the cantaloupe over the underside.
Yeah.
And actually these watermelons come from our seeds from last year.
Yeah. So these are from seed. We didn't get transplants on these. Everybody says watermelons and melons do better on mounds, but I think the mounds they were talking about are like way smaller than these. So we said, hey, they say they do good in mounds. Let's see how good. So we got huge mounds.
We never water them.
Yeah, never really water them. And I think it allows these roots to go down. We did some digging in here, and there are like little patches and things.
I don't want to dig over here.
Yeah, she don't come over here too much anymore because she had a little snake encounter that was inside the dirt, and I don't know, whatever.
I just throw it.
Yeah, so she threw this little shovel thing and actually killed it while she was running away, which was funny. We was like, wait, what happened? Did you kill it? And it was surely dead. So that was something crazy. So last thing is the high tunnel.
High tunnel. It's my favorite part.
Let's go in there.
So welcome to our high tunnel paradise. And look, this is the moringas. Just come from seeds.
Yeah. Oh, some
mushrooms
coming up.
And that's the children's favorite cherry tomatoes. And we had some tomatoes
that are actually turning pretty well.
Look. Tomatoes.
And we have, check this one out. Let's get this one under here on this side.
Really, I'm gonna sit down. Hey.
You gotta get it from this side. Yeah.
Happy birthday to me.
So look at that. Let me see that. Now that's cool.
This is my favorite part, harvesting out.
Yeah, I've been doing all the. Let me stop. We've been doing a lot of work, and now we're getting to the point where we're gonna start reaping some of the benefits. So we're gonna do more talking about this high tunnel in future videos. I actually was able to graft a loquat as well. I'm gonna do a separate video on that. Hopefully, I'm gonna have more time as Bevs is about to leave and go back home for a little while, so I'll have more time to kind of, it'll just be me and y'all and videos. One more thing I got that I want to show y'all and it's this crazy cucumber that y'all saw the trellis we were using. Well, I never thought this would happen, so we'll show y'all that in 1 second. This is actually a moringa that we actually put in the ground, and it's actually, I like how you can do this and all the little dead ones kind of fall off onto the ground. But it's looking good. It's looking good.
They are good. They are good.
Got some staking to do. I see I got a few that came in here and fell over. So little staking. Peppers are growing.
But I didn't see no corn though.
No, that corn isn't coming up. So we got, I don't know, we might got 40 or so different pepper plants. We actually been getting so much water that everything on this side is kind of suffering, because that's where the water comes in and stays the longest. So everything on this side, you can see kind of suffering. So we're gonna build this row up here a little bit more, and hopefully we're gonna get us some more mulch, because you see everything toward the middle, how lively it's looking. Let's show them this. Get over here. Look at that. Actually, let me get her out of there.
Take that out.
Yeah. How do we do? Can we show that? Look at that.
He wasn't thinking that.
Yeah, wasn't thinking that it would start off small inside of these. These are actually just plastic, and it started off small, and as it grew, it actually grew into it. I'm sure we can break it off, but I just wanted to save that to kind of show y'all how that was looking. Yeah, shucks. Another one. We'll remove that. So 2 that's growing up into our trellis system, but it's holding on. It's doing well, so it's doing what we wanted it to do. But I think it's just still too much water for my liking. We've actually been getting too much rain for my liking, so.
They got another cucumber over there.
Into the trellis?
No, it's on the bottom part. See that?
Oh yeah, I see it.
And these are the I see these are Roma tomatoes.
Yeah,
I
I
can
saw
tell.
that. Cool. Oh,
Yeah,
hold on. We got a lot of them coming in. Roma tomatoes. Just waiting on them to start turning. And I gotta figure out what to do with them when they start turning.
And we got bell peppers. Bell peppers over there.
Yeah, which is why I didn't want to plant a whole high tunnel full of tomatoes. That I actually wanted to do it like this, plant half, and then we'll plant some more later. We have sorrel, and these are Australia thin peppers. Yeah, but all of our getting attacked right now. Everything is looking good. I know this was a long, huh?
Banana tree.
Yeah. Look at that sucker. Right in the middle of the high tunnel. I told you I'm gonna get bananas one way or the other. So I'm gonna try it out. But that's it. I mean, that's kind of like the whole property. Would you say?
That's all we got. And
if we missed something, it was the. Let's end the video up there. We're going right back by the house, and we're going to show you the last thing that we missed, and that's our green bean trellis. One second.
So we're closing by the house, by the roll-up door. We had our green beans trailer over here. And excuse our line.
That's our clothesline.
And here we go.
Yeah.
They just like about a month old, and that's why they not really like, we planted them like about April's, like the end of April, like that.
Last year we grew up our cucumbers on these little white store, whatever things they were. We got them from offside the road by our old property, and this year we're gonna use it for our green beans. By the time Bevs get back, They should be in,
Harvest
yeah, it should be harvest time. So that's what she loved, harvest. We actually got our little, we're gonna put some more citrus trees right out here too. Since this is the only thing that's protected from that, what they call that north wind. So that's about everything that we have. It's a lot, but it's spread out. I like that it's spread out, so it helps us from being a little too congested. Yeah, you forgot to put it back. We can just put it on there until later. It helps you from being too congested, and it helps you keep things a little bit cleaner than usual. So what we have coming up is a few videos on our grafting, whether they took or didn't take, which I just showed y'all one that we did a loquat graft off of a loquat that we dug up from under that big tree, and just a few more update videos within the next few weeks. And once we start to get a real good harvest coming in, then we'll give you some nice harvest videos. What you think?
Yep, when I come back.
Yeah, anything else you want to say to these people?
No, that's all I need to say is grow. Hey, it's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh yeah, her birthday. By the time I upload this,
It's already
it'll be
over.
already done passed. But her birthday is May 20th.
Yeah.
So I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to upload this, but she's 1 year older, everybody.
Yep.
So thanks to the Curb Meister. See y'all next time, and as always,
Grow.
peace. So right here we're under our carport, and we have a
It's Florida Dakin peach.
Florida King
Florida
peach tree that we bought.
Florida.
I don't know where I bought it from. Was it the
Bought
co-op?
from the Lowe's.
Lowe's or something. Okay. And it's really doing, because this is one of the variety that we didn't have. I think we got an Alberta and something else, but this one seems to be the best variety for here. So
Yes.
the other ones are not really fruiting that much as this one, so this one may be the one that we're going to end up getting. So, and they're still small because the tree is small. Bev's going to take that one off. See what the inside looks like. She
Oh,
says
it smells so good. Can I bite it though?
Yeah.
Oh, look, y'all.
What does it taste like?
Sweet, sour, tart.
Like it's not ripe yet?
Not yet, not really. But it's so good.
But it does taste like a good peach.
Sweet.
More Florida Kings inside. I call this my crucifixion avocado because of the way it is, right? Anybody ever seen anything like that? I don't know. We do have a few strawberries down there that we actually been propagating from runners, and this is something I saw on P. Canard's channel with the green, I think it's Green Dreams project. It was a guy he interviewed, and he was doing his ginger like this. Instead of putting them in beds, he would like put them in little small, you see how small that is, and actually wait for them to sprout and then break them apart and plant the sprouts. So we've been trying that, and we're getting some sprouts, so maybe that'll work. Let's go check out our container garden, our little platform. We've actually did a second one, and we'll show you how cool it's looking.